We grow many different plants for our nursery, and some that we love to grow are elderberry and currants. We generally grow them from cuttings, which I've talked about in other videos. What I wanted to mention in this video today is if you have gotten cuttings from us or another nursery, or maybe you took cuttings from your own plants, your elders, your currants, and the like, there's some management you want to do mid-season that I think is worth noting, so I'm just going to share those notes in this video. In front of me is a pretty healthy block of elderberry cuttings. These are all actually a varietal called Scotia, an American elder. Almost all the growth you see here has happened this year. These cuttings happen to be put in this bed in the fall, but the note I'm about to share applies to spring or fall cuttings. What you want to look for on those cuttings is flowers forming. So here, this elder is starting to form a flower. It is in your best interest, it is in the cutting's best interest to literally nip that in the bud and remove flowers as they form on your elderberries and your currants. If you miss them and there's small fruits forming, it still benefits them at that point to pluck them. So strong encouragement to do that. The reason for this is that when plants flower and set fruit, it is a huge amount of energy that they're applying to that. When they're this young and just getting established, you really want them to focus all of their energy on rooting and developing good, strong branches and leaves. And so the flower and the fruit is a distraction it's worth removing. Just as a side note, but just so you know that this applies to a wide range, these are goji berries that we put in the fall. And they're starting to make some flowers too. So I'm not going to go crazy with it because they make them all throughout the season. But where I see flowers or fruit forming on these, since they're just trying to get rooted for the first year, I'll go ahead and pluck those too. Here's some black currants. I tried to get all the flowers earlier in the season, but clearly I missed a few. And so these are setting fruits. At this point, they've gotten good rains and they're well on their way. Would they die if they left the fruit? Probably not. But at any point in the season that you see those flowers or fruit, give them a pluck and you'll see the plants actually respond by very much focusing on their growth instead. I hope that tip is helpful to you. Let me know if that's something you already knew or that it was new to you in the comments if you'd like. Maybe you've got some other tips that folks should know about how you get good results with rooting cuttings. And if you haven't tried rooting specifically currants and elderberry from dormant cuttings in the past, I strongly encourage you to do so. This fall would be a perfect time to get cuttings from folks like us, or better yet, ask around in your neighborhood and see who might already be growing plants. You can get them started in huge numbers for next to nothing, but don't forget to pluck them flowers. Thanks, take care.